Let's bring the house down. Let's bring the house down. I'm on a mission, I'm paying dues, I'm in position, I'm staying up, it's getting late. You're doing good, I'm doing great. Recognition, I'm on a mission, I'm paying dues, I'm in position, I'm staying up, it's getting late. You're doing good, I'm doing great. Hours of practice, they don't feel like working. Overthinking, I don't mean to let the pain and hurting. I was main stage with Tiny at a festival. Reality's a just less than 24 hours past and I'm back to working. The wage isn't minimum, but when you know your worth is more, you make your own curriculum. Study in the industry, I know you see me killing them. Nice, it felt so real, I had some moments I was living them. Celebrity, civilian, walk amongst the greats that you ignore. The ones relentlessly pursuing every key to every door. It's evergreen and evermore if you're content with living normally. I'm handing in my notice to the world on record formally. I know this life is right for me. I know the future's bright for me. I know my teachers lied to me. I do it for the ones that came before and nearly died for me. Recognition, I'm on a mission. I'm paying dues, I'm in position, I'm staying up, it's getting late. You're doing good, I'm doing great. Recognition, I'm on a mission. I'm paying dues, I'm in position, I'm staying up, it's getting late. You're doing good, I'm doing great. I had to let you go so I could grow and move. When time is of the essence, then it should improve. I had to leave to see what I could do alone. And when I get the money, then I'm coming home. I had to let you go so I could grow and move. When time is of the essence, then it should improve. I had to leave to see what I could do alone. And when I get the money, then I'm coming home. Recognition, a mission. I'm paying dues. I'm in position. I'm staying up. It's getting late. You're doing good. I'm doing great. Recognition. I'm on a mission. I'm paying dues. I'm in position. I'm staying up. It's getting late. You're doing good. I'm doing great.
What is up, guys? Welcome to a very special day in the history of Fnatic. We're here at the Fnatic London HQ for the launch of our Fnatic Gear Gen 2 products. It's been a long week, we've been working hard, we've got an amazing setup inside for everyone to come and see in a second. We've got a stream today full of interviews. 1 second, camera Robbie, I've got the cable for you. We've got a stream coming up with interviews with players, we've got interviews with influencers, we've got people like Eknix, we've got KP, we've got potentially Anomaly coming on later as well. It's going to be good. We've also got a product presentation inside with Fnatic founder Sam Matthews and our head of engineering Taha, and we've got bars, prizes to give away. It's going to be crazy. Anyway, we're heading inside. Is it working? Sorry about that, chat. We're heading inside to see what's going on in the Fnatic HQ. I'm leaving Robbie with this camera here, and I'm heading in to find cameraman James. And I'm back. Lovely. Is my name down?
Your name is?
Hopefully on the VIP list, I'm hoping. We're in here, we're coming in. You can see bits and pieces going on. It's a bit lively. Still preparations going on. We've got some kind of fairground game here. I'm guessing you've got to fire the Nerf guns through the hoops, trying to be like Flusher in CSGO this morning. Woo! Bit of Fnatic merch there too. You can see we've got the bar with these lovely 3 barmen who also work for Fnatic. And we've got a 1v1, sorry I'm confusing you, cameraman James. 1v1 gaming station just here too. We'll be heading over there later to play a bit of Fortnite with the #1 player in the world, Etnix. What else is going on? We've got some kind of projector here. Our guys at ViewSonic have hooked us up with this amazing projector and all the monitors you see in the stream today. Don't look over here just yet. Handyman Matt's putting together a few of our products, but we'll get back to those later. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where it's all going to go on. We've got the Fnatic couch. We're going to be going through all our new products. We're going to be talking about stop playing. Who's seen hashtag stop playing, by the way? We've got a little manifesto to go through of everything that stop playing means to us and should mean to you. We've had people making memes. What do you think it is? What do you guys think stop playing is? It could have been anything, but we'll reveal to you all in a minute. For now, we're going to cut to the stop playing manifesto. This goes out to everyone that's been told to stop playing throughout their lives and take games seriously. Stop playing games and take life seriously. We carried on playing games and we took gaming seriously, and this is why. Run the VT.
Here's to the noobs, the wannabe pros, the ones just signing in. To the no-aim sprayers, the always AFKers, the unranked. To those who blame bots, bugs and lag for bad KDAs. The game has evolved and it's time you do the same. This is no longer recreation, we are no longer in beta. And if you think that fancy lights and 9-button mice are gonna take you pro, stop playing. It's not about the fancy skins or the paid perks. We're not here to rate your setup. Stop playing. It's about the grind, not the gadgets. If you want to climb the ranks, if you want to see your name in lights, stop playing. We're taking over the world. And if you want in, stop playing. Fnatic, GG.
Yeah, I think you're live.
Sorry, we're live. Sorry about that. Anyway, we're here with Fnatic founder Sam Matthews. We're going to talk about the new products, and we're also going to talk about stop playing, Sam. As you guys saw on the manifesto just there, stop playing is a very serious message we're trying to deliver to our fans. And I hear that you yourself have a stop playing story that you want to portray.
Yeah, I mean, I have a mic, so I think
he's got a mic, so
we're doing this for the first time, guys, in the office. This is our new HQ.
Yeah,
you just gave him a tour.
Yeah, we gave the quick tour.
That's sick. I'm very excited for this. I mean, it has been a bit of an all hands to the wall thing here. I mean, I would say that stop playing from my perspective.
Yeah.
It's not super serious, right?
Okay.
It's kind of like what we're trying to say is that ultimately we play video games, but we do a lot more than play video games.
Sure.
We travel around the world. This is people's lives. It's your lives. It's my life. It's a livelihood, and this is a real thing now. And I think that's kind of what this whole manifesto is about. To me, at least, is that a long time ago, people would say like, video games is a real thing. Now it's just like, it's not even a question anymore. This is actually a sport, this is actually a profession, and it's probably one of the futures of entertainment.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. And so for me, it's just, it epitomizes that, we're not playing around. We stopped playing a while ago. This is real, we're having fun, and we're here to stay.
Awesome, and I mean, what an amazing place you've built as a result of it. And I hear the word on the street is that you have a very interesting stop playing story about when you were growing up. You're in an English boarding school and your headmaster calls you in, and what does he say to you?
Yeah, I mean, so obviously I started like, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago, really heavily playing video games, and that was like really the beginning of internet, being fast and kind of actually of online games. And I started with Quake 3 Test, wow. And that was like I think for a while my parents regretted ever letting me have access to the computer because when Quake 3 Test came out, it was just like constant. Like I was a sports player. I loved playing competitive games.
Okay.
And when I could do it any time of the day or night, like and just play video games for fun, I ended up doing it too much during school.
Okay.
Like everybody does, right?
Yeah.
And,
Join the club.
And so I ended up getting my kind of final years at school, and I don't remember exactly how it happened, but I was at boarding school in England. I'd moved over. My mom was hardly in the country, and my housemaster at the time called me to his house, like his actual house. So I came and sit in his lounge, and honestly, it was like my mom was waiting on the couch.
In the headmaster's office?
In the housemaster's house. And I was like, what is going on? And my mom and my housemaster said, like, you need to stop playing video games. Like, this is never going to amount to anything. Yeah, and it was like, I was like, I mean, I didn't really think at the time it would either, but I didn't want to stop.
Okay.
Yeah,
of course.
So that was kind of like the beginning and one of the reasons why we have this kind of, everybody's had it, like mum or father or parents or anybody's told them,
100%.
Stop playing.
And I mean, I, for one, I'm sure everyone else who's watching is very glad that you've stayed on and fulfilled the legacy of what Fnatic is today.
Yeah.
But we've also...
And by the way, on Twitch chat, if it's too loud in the background, I can just get them to be quiet.
Chat, let us know the sound levels in the office.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's chill.
Yes.
But if not, we'll tell everyone to shut up.
Yep.
There you go. Okay, we're telling them. Anyway, on the note of your stop playing story and your mum's intervention, we've done a bit of behind the scenes work that you might not know about. And we spoke to your mum, the lovely Anne Matthews from Australia, to deliver her stop playing story from another side. There's two sides to every story. So let's see what Anne had to say about your stop playing story.
Do you remember what you used to say to Sam? I used to get so annoyed at Sam, and I'd go down
Run BT.
Be on the computer and I'd say, Sam, just stop playing. Go to bed. You're going to never have anything to do in your life if you just stop playing.
Hey, how many years was that?
Oh, many years, because he still plays.
Yeah, and I bet you're not the only one who must have said to him, stop playing the whole time.
I don't think I was the only one. Plenty of other people said that.
Yeah.
Stop playing, Sam. You're going to waste your life.
It would have been the nightmare of a teacher.
Very much so. And also, I remember when he was boarding, the housemaster called us in, and he said, well, Sam, if you don't stop playing, you're going to waste your life and going to not succeed in anything. Well, things have changed.
All right, guys. Well, you saw
I've not even seen that. So
Sam's mum had to say he hasn't seen it. I've seen it, but I couldn't see it and what was going on anyway.
Yeah.
But we are here.
By the way, just so my mum is watching, I think you're happy. She helped build Fnatic, so she was a big part of this. So I will say that she did say that originally, but then she came on board for 10 years.
Okay.
10 years she worked at Fnatic.
Working for the company?
With Patrick and the team, and helped build this whole thing.
So it just goes to show you can turn them around.
Totally.
Amazing. Yeah. Well, shout out to Anne Matthews if you're watching, by the way, for making this lovely man's dream happen.
This possible.
Exactly, yeah. And it is possible. Follow your dreams, guys. Anyway, we're here today to talk about these lovely new Gen 2 products.
Yes.
And before we dive into them and go through all the bits with our head of engineering, Taha, I believe we've got a video to show of the products and a little sneak preview of what's to come.
So let's start with that. I think if it's ready to roll, I think we just got it done.
Producer Brendan.
What's the story, Brendan? All right.
Producer Brendan, we got the video.
Is it ready to roll? Okay. We're gonna keep talking a bit. So let's talk about. Okay.
We'll show it later. Producer Brendan.
I mean, how long?
Giving us
how
the
long
thumbs
roughly?
down.
Coming through now, so within the next hour.
It's downloading. All right.
Cool.
There you hear
Anyway.
it. So we're gonna go without that video.
We're just gonna keep it going, chat. We're gonna keep it rolling. I think
it's cool to be super organic. I mean,
of course.
Ultimately, I want to talk. We're going to talk about Fnatic Gear Gen 2.
Yeah.
Generation 2, what it stands for.
Yeah.
Everyone wonders why we make our own esports equipment, and we call it esports equipment. For us, that's very important. It's the difference between, really calling it gaming hardware.
Yeah.
This is something that we wanted from the beginning to be where our players could be heavily involved, where the
Sure.
fans could be heavily involved, and just really show the fact that we have an ability to develop something which is completely right for our audience, which is esports. And esports is growing enormously. Fortnite, I would classify, Counter-Strike, you've got the mobile esports, it's just exploding. And I think we're trying to make a bit of our impression on what that hardware should be. So with Generation 2, about I guess I would say around, it was 2 years ago, just over 2 years ago, we announced the fact that we created Fnatic Gear. We went out and acquired a hardware company, which was a big deal for a little team to go and acquire a company. And we actually ended up launching the first range of products, which was the Rush, the Flick one, the Clutch one. And to be honest, we learned so much about the process of developing products. And we went out and we hired a whole team of people. So we have product developers, mechanical engineers, Taha. Actually, Taha, do you want to get in?
Well, come on board. Come on
on
board.
in.
Chat, give it up for Taha, head of engineering, responsible for these amazing pieces of tech.
So Taha is the lead software engineer
Yeah.
of the Fnatic Gear Gen 2 and all Fnatic actually. So
Amazing.
He's got a lot on his plate.
And a lovely Street Fighter hoodie, I see.
Yeah, man. Just,
Are they still on sale? I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll breeze over that. Today's about the product.
Yeah.
And so we went back to our roots and was like, all right, let's do this from scratch. So the last 18 months, we've not really released a product.
Yeah.
We went completely back to the basics. We redesigned, everything's a new shape, everything's a new industrial design. We have worked with some of the best agencies in the world to help us on that. We then brought in experienced people, a team who've come from some of the biggest gaming brands out there to develop what we think is something that we're extremely proud of, which is the Generation 2 of products. It's 4 products today.
Amazing.
All coming out.
Which we've got here in front of us.
Yeah, some of them. But the cool thing is also, we're also announcing today, which we haven't, it's been something we've been trying to keep secret for a while. If you're a US listener, you'll know these guys. They're a big retailer in the US. They're called Best Buy.
Yeah.
They've got 1,000 stores, one of the biggest electronics retailers in the world. And we're going to be launching exclusively in the US with them on 300 stores.
Amazing.
So we'll be in there May 20th. So that's, I guess, some of the product stuff. I guess, we also have I don't know where we are now with the video.
Yeah, producer Brendan, is the video ready yet? Yay or nay? Okay, video's not ready yet. But so from what I gather, guys, and from what you guys have told me, these products is no BS, right?
Yeah.
No bullshit. What does that mean to you guys? And when you use that term, what are you referring to in that?
So actually, basically no BS, at least like to me and Sam, is we just wanted to build products that, like, everything that are included in the product is actually no BS. We don't want to add like gimmicky features that no one would use.
Sure.
Everything in there we worked really hard to make, refine it to the point that it's as usable as it would ever get. And just.
Sorry.
No, you can interrupt.
No, but I think ultimately, we got sick of and tired, and it was kind of in our launch video where we spoke about how sometimes it's just like they add more and more features, and so whilst these products are RGB, you might think what that actually means is it's not just about the waves and whatever, which are cool, right? It's fun to do some stuff like that.
Yeah.
What is cool is, like, from an esports perspective, some players, they want to have orange, they want to have white, they want to have red, they want to have no lights, they want to have certain keys turned off, so only the keys, they want to choose which color certain keys can be. So it kind of gives you the ultimate flexibility. So whilst there is some fluff, and that could be called BS, it was also a huge functional thing and advantage.
So everything that you've got within these products has a function, has a meaning.
And actually, like, to add on to that, I mean, this is just because it's my part, the software part.
Sure.
But we built this brand new software which replaced the old Gear Generation 1 software. It's called OP, and actually, if you use it, it's literally got like the most essential features that you need to configure this keyboard. And our intention with it is to make it like we want to actually the users to build the features that they want to see like available in next updates and next revisions and stuff like that. And this is, to me, this is basically what NoBS is. It's just we want to actually build features and products that our fans and our user base would actually feel like they've contributed to it.
Amazing.
And that they've actually like,
Totally.
I've made my own feature, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and that, I mean, that's where the best products comes in, with that community feel, with people contributing to it from the community itself.
Yeah.
I believe, guys, that we're going to talk specifically about the mice now, the flick and the clutch.
Okay.
We're going to dive into them here, just a quick run through, and then head over to our amazing space over there to actually put them into use.
Yeah.
So I guess let's head off with the clutch in terms of the mice. Aside from the keyboards, we're releasing 2 mice today. Completely new design from the old ones, hence the new generation.
Yep.
Can you tell me a bit about them and the features?
Totally. So I mean, we'll do a demo over there, but to start with, the main thing is we wanted to build a platform.
Okay.
So for us, it's like we think that the main thing that differentiates mice is the shape, but the platform should be basically the best technology that we can possibly get into the product, right?
Okay.
So the biggest change is the sensor. So the sensor is a 3360. It's the Pixar sensor. It's the best on the market right now. It is something that allows you for like adjustable lift-off distance, which is actually not like a hack. It actually is like the real lift-off distance change. There's a bunch of other things that we've done. So we've added textured rubber grips on the sides. We've added, effectively like RGB lighting, DPI setting, single button DPI cycling. So you can basically flick through your profiles as well. So you might have multiple profiles per game, let's say. And then fundamentally, there's a number of like core things which are a part of all of the products. But number one is build quality. So like these things,
we've done the drop test.
We've done a lot more than a drop test.
I can imagine.
And they're built to take on some of that rage, maybe.
Of course.
And the idea is that we're using tier 1 factories now.
Yeah.
So we've gone to the best factories we could find. We vetted a lot of factories to develop these. But the products, the components, like the Omron switches, everything is like top notch and no expense spared. Simple things like most mice are glued on the inside. Actually, we've used screws to make sure that they're rigid and strong and can perform under pressure.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the platform side of it. There's a bunch of like cosmetic changes. We've got a lighting on the side, a white on the back. We've got this is actually a feature that we decided to go for, which is a rubberized cable. Okay. So the main reason why we went for a rubberized cable versus the braided cable, which is often, is that actually for a gamer who has got a low sensitivity and they're moving it really fast, if they don't have a bungee or whatever, the rubber is going to be a lot less friction and get caught a lot less on the edge of mouse pads or whatever it might be. So that's some of the core things that we've added to the new mice. The main difference is between the two of them is the shape. So I guess we can go over there and do a demo.
Yeah, I mean, Taha, let's head over to your station and check out the the mice in action.
Just waiting for the PC to
I'll come over here to the side.
So, all right,
what have we got?
Are we talking about the mice now?
Yeah, we've got the clutch and we've got the flick, right?
Yeah. So as Sam said, like the main features. Actually, one thing which Sam didn't touch on at all actually is the chip and the memory that's inside the mouse. So basically, all settings that you say, whether it's from OP, the software, or if you configure it from the actual mouse as well. It's
How many people on the stream?
On the memory on the mouse is not. Basically, if you unplug it and replug it into any other computer, you still got your settings, still got your DPI, lift-off distance, and all that. And everything is actually configurable from the mouse itself without the software. So you can technically, obviously, it's very bad for me to say this because I built the software, but you can technically install the software, configure it, uninstall it, and the mouse would function exactly the same.
Amazing.
And actually, one cool thing about these mice is they are, to Windows or to any operating system, they are seen as a keyboard and a mouse. So with our macro editor, for example, when you record a macro from the keyboard or from OP, you can load it onto the mouse and it would work without having a keyboard around, basically.
And OP is the software, right?
OP is the software, yeah. Cool. So I can actually show you guys a quick tour. So this is our early access. What it means is as I said, we've implemented the base functionality. We just want to make sure that everything that the user would ever need to configure these peripherals is there. Coming through like the next couple of months, well, actually till forever, actually. We continuously push updates, we continually listen to the community, implement features, refine features, and there is big things coming which I can't give hints about, but
that's fine. No worries.
Just keep an eye on this.
And I think we're going to do a deep dive into OP later on.
Yeah.
But in terms of the mice, what's the difference between a clutch and a flick?
They're exactly the same in the build.
Okay.
Everything
all the base
about
core
them
features
exactly
are the same.
It's the platform that Sam touched on.
Yeah.
We made sure that we built actually the platform for the keyboards and the mice. The only difference is the form factor. The flick is symmetrical. The clutch is more fit for right-handed people, and it's basically a personal preference.
Okay.
So there isn't any technical advantage over one mouse over the other.
And have you built in the functionality for when I'm gaming and I'm under pressure, Fortnite, people are trying to kill me and my hands are sweating and it's going to fall out of my hand? Have you managed to fix that for me?
I mean, we have actually, in a way. So the design of this is, we implemented something called reverse trapezoidal design, which is it's implemented in a way if you hold the mouse and you apply pressure to it, the mouse doesn't like slip out of your hand, it just doesn't squeeze out of your hand, it actually kind of pushes back to the palm of your hand, and it kind of is more, it just gives you more stability.
Exactly what I need.
But I mean, like, even we also paid attention to the to like the finishing of the material on the on the mice. So they sort of oilophobic. So they would absorb sweat, but they wouldn't necessarily like stain and like have permanent marks on them.
Good.
Or like etch or.
That's my kind of mouse.
Like
awesome chat. Well, I mean, who else can relate to sweaty hands? Anyway, I believe we've got a giveaway, and I'm just checking on my list of good stuff here to see what we're giving away right now. We're going to give away a flick mouse, which is this one just here.
This one.
We're giving it away. All you've got to do is put !flick2 in the chat, spam it, go wild, and we will pick 5 people to win a Flick 2. And you've got 15 minutes to do it. So start now, get going. And I believe we've also got a video of our boy, League of Legends superstar Reckless, to chat you through the clutch mouse, I believe. Don't bear with me on that one. I'm going to cut to that VT now. So, producer Brendan, run VT.
Let's bring the house down. Let's bring the house down.
Welcome back, chat. Sorry for that short delay. I was just staring into Sam's beautiful eyes. Anyway, we're back here to talk about the Streak and the Mini Streak, the new keyboards that you guys have created.
Yeah, well,
from scratch.
I just want to apologize. You know, we are not a live streaming business. This is a new thing. So we are going to have interviews coming up.
Yeah, we got interviews.
And I know some of you are just like waiting for Tunnel Envy, waiting for SOAS.
They're coming.
But we did work hard on these keyboards. So
take us through them.
Let's talk about them. All right. So number one thing, we built a keyboard, Rush. It's been really popular. So our players, they all use it. They love it.
Yeah.
When we were doing this one, we wanted to build something which was elevated on that, but at the same time, it had a lot of new functionality we've been thinking about. So the number one thing you'll notice is the build design, the industrial design. So we've actually built it with a metal aluminium frame.
Okay.
Which is actually super lightweight. It's very thin. However, don't be afraid by the thinness because we've actually built in some really robust rubber feet.
Okay.
Maybe that's a bit too much detail, but
no.
The thing that I like the most actually of the products is the wrist rest. So the wrist rest is completely new designed. I don't know if we should move over to the computer to do the description.
The fan favorite, the chat favorite, Taha, is going to take us through. He's got a lot of love in the chat. Keep spamming Taha. And we're going to head over to give this another test. If you want to take a seat, Sam, you take a seat with Taha.
I'll just finish off with this sort of.
I'm in the way. Sorry, guys. Sorry, cameraman.
I'll finish off with the quick demo. So what we have, as I was talking about, is a wrist rest. So this is actually a attachable, adjustable wrist rest. So you have three, so I don't know if you want to come in a bit closer so you can see from a higher angle, but you have three levels. So we wanted to make something that was magnetic, so it doesn't really move unless it's like really shoved. But you could have the different levels, because RSI is actually a real thing in gaming now. So we wanted to make a support that actually was right for the size of your hands. So we have a PU leather wrist rest with a textured
And it's
surface.
actually really comfortable.
It's super comfortable.
It's actually really comfortable.
We then also have the aluminium edges with rounded edges. We built it with media keys, but I think one of the big things that we've done is the function lock key, which you will talk a bit more about in a second. Yeah. And one of my favorite things, which I think is super cool, is because, I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but we have a detachable nameplate. So we're gonna have some, like Get Wrecked, GG, Reckless is my bae, whatever you want to have, we're gonna have it there. And we're gonna put that there, we're gonna put those available online, so you can just get them. Some of them are free. Other than this one, before I hand over to your favorite man, Taha, this is the mini streak. We've had a lot of people saying like, I need something more tournament edition. And this is a 10 keyless form factor, so it cuts out the number pad, but it still has the main features. And the other cool thing about this one is it has a detachable USB-C cable on the back, and in a way that it doesn't get tugged out. So if you're in that heat of the moment, whatever, you're not going to tug it out in the middle of a game if it's on the edge. So that's the quick industrial design. I did want to highlight quickly the feet. So we put them on the sides instead of up, because we don't want that like, oh, push it away, it falls over. Whereas now they're up, it's literally like impossible to get that thing to fall over. So I'm done, I'm outie, over to you.
Cool. All right, so do I do OP or do the other ones? Okay. So Sam just basically went through like the design of it. I'm supposed to show you guys all the different, just 1 second. I need to quit this thing. So yeah, as I said before, the keyboards, both the keyboards and the mice are configurable with onboard kind of like user interface. So if I hit like FN and F7, you can like quickly cycle through all the different backlight options. And wait, that's a very boring one. Yeah, and then you can also change like the brightness. We've also got this thing called, or we call it competition mode. And basically it's like a distraction-free mode per profile. So you can configure it to like enable whichever keys you're using and disable the ones that you don't really want to hit accidentally or anything. And yeah, obviously all that is configurable from OP and from the keyboard itself. And we also have a macro recording mode. So if you long press the Fnatic button or the competition mode button, like it would flash, and you can start typing stuff, assign it to a key, save it, and it will replay it. But I'm going to cancel now because I don't think we have that much time. But yeah, I mean that's a super quick intro into like the onboard configurator. The same thing, obviously, because they're pretty much identical in every way. The streak and the mini streak is just this one, the 10 keyless, and it's got the removable cable. This one's got the USB pass-through. And do I quickly show the software, or we do that later?
Do you know what? Let's run through the software. Sorry guys, I've just been lurking on the side next to your favorite because I'm trying to give him some of the limelight. But Taha is going to run you through OP, overpowered software by Fnatic right now. Just check it out quickly.
Let's just say OP.
OP software, but I just wanted to say quickly, because I promised you it's going to be 15 minutes until we announce the giveaway. I've got your name here somewhere. Winner from Facebook for the Clutch 2, actually it's Flick 2. This lovely mouse right there is Martin Massart. We'll be sending you a Facebook message to chat to you about how you're going to get your new Flick 2, get your address and all those good things. Sorry Taha, back to you. Let's run through the OP before our next giveaway.
Okay, so as I said before, we basically built like the base functionality into OP, which all the functionality that you can configure from the software, you can configure from the keyboard, except software related stuff, like if you want to press a key and open an application or open a web browser link, obviously you're going to need the software running for that. But yeah, so we've got like 8 basic backlight modes. So you can like, this one is the wave, this one is color editor, so you can like do different groups, change the color of them, and obviously it's updating on the keyboard. And you can like add more I don't know, just literally draw whatever you want to do in there. And also the other thing is you can assign key bindings to actions. And for now, so for the early access version, we only actually have macro, key remapping, launch application, open file, open link. But obviously later on, once it comes out of early access and it actually becomes a stable software, I'm going to have a lot more relevant key binding actions. One cool thing though, which I really want to show, is the macro recorder. So I just selected macro and I'm going to create a new macro. And I'll just call it, just call it stop playing, and we start recording. And the cool thing is with this one, we kind of design it as a music kind of matrix user interface, and you can like resize the key presses, change when the key down is and when the key up is, and you can like save, and you have the macro. So let's test it out. And then if I press Fn and F4, there it is.
Oh snap.
Don't save. And now I just want to like show how easy it actually is to like change stuff. So I'm just going to move this key there a little bit and add a space key. And maybe the space key has to be like a little bit smaller. Put it there. Save changes. And again, notepad and Fn, F4. Well, I put it in the wrong way, but the space is there.
Stop laying.
Stop laying, yeah.
Stop laying, chat.
But yeah, and then the last thing I want to show is the competition mode. So for now, competition mode is pretty basic. It's literally just a distraction-free mode, and you can access it by pressing the Fnatic key. So right now you see only the Windows key is disabled by default, and is disabled now. So you can't really, like, it doesn't do anything when you press it. You can obviously like change the color of it, or you can like, I don't know, choose random colors. The other thing also to do with like the whole non-distraction thing, we reduce the brightness by default to 25% when in competition mode. And it's literally just because you don't want a fancy wave backlight, or if you want that, you can just not turn it on. But yeah.
Does that mean that if you want to build a complete tower in Fortnite, you can just press one key and it'll do it all for you?
Well, yeah, you're going to have to do a lot of like fiddling with it, but I think you can do it.
We'll work on that one. We'll work on that one.
And yeah, the mini streak is identical every way on the software. It's got everything the streak does, all the capabilities. It's literally just, again, kind of different form factor, minus the USB pass-through.
Awesome.
Yep.
So, and is there anything else on the OP that you wanted to go through, or are we about there?
So actually, I'd rather...
A lot of information.
Yes, so we've built OP with literally like bleeding edge technologies. It's going to be cross-platform. It's the macOS downloadable is not available today, but will be available within a week. We also implemented auto updates both on the firmware and the software. So when you buy this, you would never miss a firmware upgrade because it would happen automatically when it's appropriate, basically. And yeah, so what we try to accomplish is just build a platform that we can always push for new features, always push for like maintaining and developing these products rather than, you know, just releasing it and then abandoning it and not doing much with it.
And I know you've had a lot of endless sleepless night programming that. Yeah. But we won't go into that now.
No.
Well, thanks so much, Taha, for the chat, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We have got some technical issues with the call-ins. We're supposed to have call-ins from Eternal Envy by now. We're just trying to get those working. But some of you may have seen, we put out a call to all of our social media fans to tell their parents and secretly film themselves telling their parents that they were going to stop whatever they were doing, school, whether it was a job, whether you're a doctor, they were going to stop that and take up gaming professionally. We've got a few of the submissions to play today, but first up, we've got a guy called Jarvis who told his mum what he was doing. And I mean, I think she kind of took it kind of well. But anyway, run VT, producer Brendan. Hopefully he's going to run it this time.
How was that?
Your mic is a little bit distorted.
Is it? Am I using it too close to my face?
A little bit further away.
We're going to try and turn it.
I forgot to talk about the mic.
Why not?
Can somebody turn my mic
It's
on?
violent. I think I'll give you my notice tomorrow. 50
What?
Yeah. Like 50 black
That's stupid.
Why are you calling it stupid?
I see.
They said I've already handed my notice in, so I'm gonna start tomorrow.
Oh my god. I think the first thing you have to let you move.
Move out of the house.
Yes. So when
it's an up and coming industry.
I don't want to hear that stupid thing.
the house down. Bring the house down. I'm on a mission, I'm paying dues, I'm in position, I'm staying up, it's getting late, you're doing good, I'm doing great, recognition, I'm on a mission, I'm paying dues, I'm in position, I'm staying up, it's getting late, you're doing good, I'm doing great. Hours of practice, they don't feel like working, overthinking, I don't mean to let the pain and hurting. I was main stage with Tiny at a festival. Realities are just less than 24 hours past and I'm back to working. The wage isn't minimum, but when you know your worth is more, you make your own curriculum. Study in the industry, I know you see me killing them. Nice, it felt so real, I had some moments I was living them. Celebrity, civilian, walk amongst the greats that you ignore. The ones relentlessly pursuing every key to every door. It's evergreen and evermore if you're content with living normally. I'm handing in my notice to the world on record formally. I know this life is right for me. I know the future's bright for me. I know my teachers lied to me. I do it for the ones that came before and nearly died for me. Recognition, I'm on a mission. I'm paying dues, I'm in position.
Welcome back, guys. Sorry about the delay. Sorry about the technical difficulties there. This is a first time for us, as it is for many things, but also I just wanted to say we're doing another giveaway. We are giving away.
Yeah, but I need to get my jacket.
Am I on or am I off?
Bunker keys.
Guys, these technical difficulties are mad, you know. All right, cool. Anyway, we're giving away a Clutch 2, brand new generation. I can't hold it without it falling out. It's getting all weird. But we're giving it away. All you're going to do is put !Clutch 2 in the chat. Spam it as hard as you can right now, whilst we're chatting to Eternal Envy, who's just coming up in a second. And what we're going to do is go and chat to him about his time in Dota, and when I get back, I'll announce the winner. Let's head over there now. All right, heading over here. Let me just stick the headset on. All right. Can you hear me? Hey man, how's it going? Sorry.
Use that white on. And yeah.
Chat, give some love for Eternal Envy. We've got him on stream right now. I can't actually hear him, but we've got him here, and we're going to run him through a few questions once they've sorted out my audio. Can't hear. No. Envy, man, I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, man.
Wait, you can hear me too?
The technical difficulties are strong. It's basically, whenever my HDMI port comes out, I can hear him, and then when it goes back in, I can't. But we're going to run you through some questions. Anyway, I've got some questions here for you. Let me get them up. Sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. So, what I want you to do for me, MV, is we're here to talk about your stop playing story. I hear from some people in the organisation that as you were growing up and as you were progressing in your Dota career, you decided you want to take this professionally, right?
Yeah.
How was that for you? Were there any barriers to your career in professional gaming, or were your parents completely fine with it? Give us a bit of a vibe of what it was like for your family.
So there are a lot of barriers, personally for myself and for my parents. So I actually was a big failure in school. I was probably one of the worst students. I got suspended for multiple times. I got expelled from one school. I've been a very, very bad student when I was young. And one day I decided I wanted to be a scientist. And I tried super fucking hard to get my grades back up. And I actually ended up getting one of the top grades in my school. And I went to, I think, what's considered the best university in Toronto, in Canada, and the best engineering course in general. And I was so excited. And after a year and a half, I realized just how much I fucking hated it. I hated it so much. And I knew that I needed to do something else. And during this whole time, I was always a really big gamer since I was young. And although I didn't play Dota for 3-4 years, I know, actually that's not true. But I basically haven't been really playing Dota for more than a month for 3-4 years. But I knew that I could do it, and I decided to go professional in Dota, and I really, really believed that I would be able to succeed in that game. So at first I had to convince myself that this was not for me, university, and that was kind of a big letdown because I had to try really hard to get in the first place. For the majority of my, I would say even now, and I saved up a lot of my money because I didn't really go out much. A lot of money from red envelopes, because I'm Chinese, and I told my parents, during Christmas break, I sat them down and I told them, look, I know it's gonna be unbelievable to you guys, and you probably don't expect this. And I know that you guys really expect me to. You guys are really happy that I was finally in university, but I'm actually going to quit university, take a break for 1 year, maybe 2 years, and pursue professional gaming. And my mom was just face palming right away. My dad looked extremely angry, but he didn't say anything. My mom was already kind of crying, you can just see my dad was trying to hold it in, but my mom was already really, really upset. It was pretty obvious. And I told her, look, this is not this is not something I thought about immediately, and I'm just telling you right now. This is something I've been considering for a while now, and I have enough money to live for a year or two. If you guys I understand if you guys don't want me to be here, I'll live somewhere else, but I'm gonna do this no matter what, and there's nothing you can say to stop me. That's basically what I said. And then I didn't say anything else after that. I think my dad understood immediately that I would do it no matter what, and he didn't even try to stop me. My mom was crying, like telling me how like she's gonna kick me out of the house and how like I'm disowned, and like this, I can't believe like I'm betraying her and like a bunch of other stuff. I don't remember exactly what she said, but yeah.
So
she was extremely upset. Like both of them.
You basically answered all my questions in one there, which is awesome. And thanks for running us through that. Obviously, for us, it's been a massively big journey, the stop playing thing, and to find out that a lot of our players have been through that as well. I mean, from what I gather, you said your mum face palmed, which is quite interesting, and I presume all your friends as well were questioning whether you'd make it, but you smashed it. You've got like an amazing experience within the Dota community, and the chat is going mad for you right now over here with Fnatic. But I wanted to ask you one of the more serious questions from our community over here. It's the most important question of them all. It's what everyone has been wanting us to ask. It could be the deciding factor of this interview. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
What? I personally like it, so yeah. I actually love pineapple on pizza.
Oh, you don't like it? That's a shame.
No, I love it. No, I love it. I love it.
Anyone that knows a joke, give some pizza emojis in the chat, whatever you can do for Eternal Envy. Dude, thank you so much. Really apologise for all the technical difficulties from myself. And we're just gonna head to a quick VT break and be right back. Eternal Envy, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for your time, man. Have a good one.
All right, see you.
Eternal, sorry.
house down. Let's bring the house down. I'm on a mission, I'm paying dues, I'm in position, I'm staying up, it's getting late, you're doing good, I'm doing great, recognition, I'm on a mission, I'm paying dues, I'm in position, I'm staying up, it's getting late, you're doing good, I'm doing great. Hours of practice, they don't feel like working, overthinking, I don't mean to let the pain and hurting. I was main stage with Tiny at a festival. Reality's a just less than 24 hours pass and I'm back to working. The wage isn't minimum, but when you know your worth is more, you make your own curriculum. Study in the industry, I know you see me killing them. Nice, it felt so real, I had some moments I was living them. Celebrity, civilian, walk amongst the greats that you ignore. The ones relentlessly pursuing every key to every door. It's evergreen and evermore if you're content with living normally. I'm handing in my notice to the world on record formally. I know this life is right for me. I know the future's bright for me. I know my teachers lied to me. I do it for the ones that came before and nearly died for me. Recognition, I'm on a mission. I'm paying dues, I'm in position. I'm staying up, it's getting late. You're doing good, I'm doing great. Recognition, I'm on a mission. I'm paying dues, I'm in position. I'm staying up, it's getting late. You're doing good, I'm doing great. I had to let you go so I could grow and move. When time is of the essence, then it should improve. I had to leave to see what I could do alone. And when I get the money, then I'm coming home. I had to let you go so I could grow and move. When time is of the essence, then it should improve. I had to leave to see what I could do alone. And when I get the money, then I'm coming home. Recognition, I'm on a mission.
We're back. Sorry about the delay, guys. I apologise for that. We're having technical difficulties here in the Fnatic HQ, but the party is pumping. Everyone's having a good time. I was just there dancing on my own. I wanted to announce the winner of the Clutch 2 giveaway. You guys have been spamming the chat with !Clutch 2, and the winner was Fairlex, right? Yeah, I think it was. Definitely was. Okay, great. Now we're heading to an interview with Fnatic Hot's Smex. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to hear him this time, so we're going to see what he has to say. Coming in hot to check out what Smex has to say. Let me find my notes. Smexy.
What's up?
Hey man, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Chat, give some hype for Smexy, please. Smash it in the comments. So, we here in Fnatic, as you know, have had a campaign going for Stop Playing.
Yeah.
And we are asking you guys, we're getting you guys on stream to ask you about your Stop Playing experience and how, like what your family were like, because you went pro gaming and all those type of things. You're not looking very tanned for somebody that's just been to Dubai though.
I mean, yeah, I guess I had to, I mean, we're doing other stuff, you know?
Yeah, not much sunbathing.
Seeing the city, yeah, seeing the city.
Nice, you have a good time?
Yeah, super good.
Awesome.
Awesome.
So, you went on tour with the Quack Street Boys, were you?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Musical tour.
Okay, so when you were deciding to become a pro gamer, obviously that's a massive decision. You have to give up a lot and sacrifice a lot to do that. How did your family react? How did your friends react to that?
When I decided to go pro, I kind of started doing it at the same time as I had school, so that transition was easy for me in that way because I kind of balanced it.
Nice.
But then after, when I said that I wanted to pursue it full time, when I finished the gymnasium in Sweden, that's when my friends and family got a bit like worrying, you know, they weren't sure about how good it would be for me and if I would give up the education that I was going for. But I said I really wanted to try it and that they just had to believe in me, and then it worked out.
Awesome. And in terms of that, what do you think you would have been if it wasn't for your HOTS career?
I have no idea. I don't think I would have been doing anything normal. I would have like moved to another country and done something fun for a bit, I think. Just gather life experience, you know? But now I got this instead.
Obviously you get to travel the world a lot, most recently Dubai. I met you for the first time in Anaheim. What is the highlight of the HOTS calendar for you?
Definitely BlizzCon in Anaheim, where we met, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best of the year, for sure.
Awesome. Yeah. And how was the most recent event you were at in Katowice, except for being -10 and freezing? How did you find the transition of playing with a sub like Sonic and all of the stuff that came around that? Was it a stressful experience? Was it quite an enjoyable one?
I mean, it was definitely an experience at least. I don't think it's ever happened before, and I don't think it's going to happen again. Hopefully not. Having to fly in a sub one day before.
Yeah.
But it was very stressful, you know, because our captain and our shot caller had to go home because of health issues. So I don't want to experience it again. It was really stressful, but it's still an experience, you know.
And you got through, and I mean, Sonic really impressed everyone as well. So
oh yeah, Sonic was great, for sure.
Just to finish then, what advice would you give anyone that's looking to become a pro gamer and fulfill their dream of playing their favorite game for life?
Just keep playing the game. The only way to get better is to continue playing, you know?
Yeah.
You just gotta work hard and grind.
And be very careful how you approach it with your family as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so much for your time, man.
Thank you very much.
And I look forward to seeing you soon, hopefully.
You too.
Cheers,
Me
dude.
too. Cheers.
Awesome, guys. Well, we're just going to cut back quickly to... Oh! I've got something for the chat here. Faye, I've got a little something for the chat. Chat, spam some love for Taha. This is his Instagram, @TahaEldeeb, I believe. I'm going to post it. I've got it on my phone. Where's my phone? Stay there. I'm going to post it in the Twitch chat right now. Everyone head over and follow him. Taha, my man, @TahaEldeeb. Copy that, paste it, stick it in the Instagram, and go and follow him. Next up, who do we have, producer Brendan? We're getting to Selaz Cool right now? Okay, cool. So we're going to cut to this interview we did. We set up a little hidden camera prank in the office where we got random people in to interview them about a job role to become a pro player without telling them what the job was for, to see if they could get it, to see if they could understand our world and the world you know and love. So we're going to cut and check that video out now. Roll the VT, producer Brendan.
Say in response to the statement that I said, see you in the rift.
I'll be there before you.
Oh. Sorry guys, I've got to go AFK. Just one second. Now tell us, have they told you much about the role so far?
No, not much, no, hardly.
Okay. There's a lot going on here. It's very fast paced. AFK?
Sounds like a toaster brand, I think.
If I was just talking to you and then I just threw some. That's okay. How are your reflexes? You're going to be using your hands and your fingers a lot, like things like reflexes.
Like this.
Nearly. That's all right. You can leave it on the floor. That was a little test. Basically, can you do this?
Yes.
Great. How many of those you can do in 1 minute?
Oh, okay.
Are you willing to travel around the world?
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Yeah.
See you on the rift.
I would say yes, of course.
Arrow keys or WASD?
Arrow keys.
I just wanted to see how you'd respond to lag. The role is for a professional gamer.
Oh, right.
Do you know what that is?
No, I don't think so.
What? Are you serious?
That means someone who loses all his money in a betting shop.
All of your time just playing games. I don't think anybody would find that like a real job. Oh, what does your son do for a living? Oh, he just plays games. Nah, I don't think they'd like it.
Think of us like the Manchester United of gaming. How does that sound?
the house down. Bring the house down.
Flashy lights. Sorry for the delay, ladies and gentlemen. We're having mega technical difficulties here, but all I can do for you is provide you with some love for the man himself, Taha! Here he is! Woo! Give it up in the chat for Taha! Woo! The man behind the products himself. Show him some love. You don't have a mic, so you take that one.
They took my mic away.
Why would they take your mic away?
They took my mic away.
No way. Spam some love for him, chat. This guy worked so hard on the products. What message do you have to your fans?
I don't know. Can you guys we worked really hard on this. Can you buy them? I don't know.
Hey! Anyway, Taha's feeling the pressure.
We actually really want to make these products Oh, thanks, man.
Mic's gone off.
Basically, guys, we love you and we want to develop these products with you, forever.
So basically, add him on Instagram and tell him all about the product.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much, dude. We'll show some love later. Woo! All right, so now, guys, we're going to do the mini streak giveaway. We're giving away a keyboard. ! Mini streak in the comments. Mini streak 2 in the comments. Spam it, spam it, spam it, and we'll choose it after we've spoken to Mr. Paul Soaz. Let's go over and speak to Soaz himself. Hey, Soaz. How you doing, man?
Good.
Good. I hope things are a bit nicer in Berlin since the last time I saw you. It was freezing when I was over.
Sorry?
How are you enjoying Berlin at the moment? Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. Since
maybe a week and a half or something. It's pretty sunny overall, so
Nice.
it's good overall.
Awesome, dude. Well, I mean, firstly, how are you healing up? Are you feeling better? Everything going well?
Yeah, everything is going better than expected, really. So
Oh, good.
It's good. It's good overall.
That's really good news. Can we get some love in the chat, everyone? Okay, so I've got a few questions for you. As you know, we're talking about stop playing experience. I'm not focusing specifically on that as such. I've just got four quick questions to ask you for the stream, based on things that I think would be really interesting for me to find out and hopefully for them. So, from what I gather, you haven't always played League of Legends, right?
Yeah.
What was your first game that you played when you started?
The first game that I remember playing ever. I think the first game that I have memory playing was like Wolfenstein. Yeah, really old game. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like Wolfenstein, and it was like James Bond on super old PC.
Yeah. And then, how was your transition like into what you play now at League of Legends? Did you take a transition, or did you jump from those like old school games straight into these?
No, I mean for me, before playing League, I played a lot of Dota. Like I played Dota for 6-7 years plus. Wow. So the transition wasn't super hard, and especially because I started playing League when it first got released. It wasn't super hard to get the hang of it, you know.
Okay, that's good. So you had loads of experience before. When did you realise? When was that like click in your head where you're like, I can do it professionally. This could be my life, my job.
Well, after first like sort of like Worlds, I don't think people were calling it like Worlds at the time, but after the first like international tournaments, that was at DreamHack in season 1. There's like I think Riot was talking that they are breaking like the record of viewership at the time, which was like 100K or something like this, and it was like pretty big. So I was thinking at the time, like back 7 years ago plus, that it could actually become something really big there. I didn't thought, oh, well, I'm gonna earn like a lot of money, you know, I'm gonna be famous or all this kind of stuff. But actually, I can actually do that for fun, you know, and eventually, you know, stop studying this kind of stuff. But I didn't know that it's gonna become that big, obviously.
Yeah, awesome. What was your family's reaction to your decision to go pro?
Well, funny enough, I never really had a clear discussion with my parents or my mom about it.
Okay.
My mom knew I mean, obviously, like I was telling her, you know, when I had to play tournaments, all this kind of stuff. So at first, she didn't really know what to think too much about it. But my brother is a big gamer as well, so my mom wasn't like really too much against it. Like she was overall supportive, and when I had to leave France to go to Germany first in Cologne, she was sad that I was leaving, obviously, you know, but she was supportive overall.
Okay, that's good. It's nice to hear that, and I think like obviously having a brother who's super into gaming as well helps out.
Yeah.
What has been the highlight of your career so far?
The highlight of my career, I think it's all the memories overall. Not so much. I mean, obviously there's like really good tournaments, you know, showing and this kind of stuff. But it's more about the memories that you have when you play offline tournaments. More importantly, like the old school times, you know, when you're young. When I was younger, and it was like my first tournaments of like meeting my teammates, you know, all these kind of like memories. It's I think it's the best times as a player. For sure.
Awesome, man. Well, obviously, I'm not sure what MSI has in store for you guys, but I hope you're out there. I hope you smash it, and I in the chat for my league team. Look forward to seeing you soon, man. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Cheers,
Bye.
brother. All right, guys. So. Anyway, we're announcing the winner of our mini streak competition to win a mini streak, and it is YT Fuse. Have I said that right, producer Brendan? I have. So congratulations, we're going to get in touch with you to chat to you about that. Anyway, now I think we are heading to, let me just check my thing, a message. KP? A message from KP. We're interviewing KP shortly after the break. I believe we had a message from our Counter-Strike team that we're supposed to put in here. Producer Brendan has messed me up again. Bear with me. I'll hold this up in the meantime. No? Cool. Awesome. So we're going to quickly cut to Be Right Back. We're going to get the influencer KP on Skype and ask her a few questions as well. Stick with us, please, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. We are back live. Soon, coming up on stream, we've got KP, amazing league influencer. But also, just before we get there, I wanted to do one last giveaway before a little special giveaway at the end. We are going to give away one of our street keyboards. Those are the bigger ones with the numbers on the side. It's exclusive, giving it away right now. Not hashtag, exclamation mark streak in the comments, streak 2 in the comments, and we'll give one away after we've spoken to KP. So, over to KP. Hey, how you doing? Oh, there's a cat as well.
I know, he jumped up.
Oh, KP, welcome to the stream, cat. Does it have a name?
It's Ronan.
Ronan. Lovely to meet you, Ronan. Awesome, KP. So, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We've been working with you for like a year now, right?
Yep.
How have you found working with Fnatic? You've enjoyed it?
Oh man, it's been a dream come true. Like just between like not only like have I always loved the team, but the organization is just phenomenal to work with. Both with, I mean, not only the events that you guys are in and everything, but like just the peripherals and stuff too. Like I was blown away when I first got everything. So I don't know, I'm really happy so far, you know?
And we sent you one of the keyboards. How did you find it? All good?
Oh my god, it's the most amazing keyboard of my life. Look at this beautiful thing. It is gorgeous. Oh my god.
Shout out to you for that awesome plug. So I wanted to talk to you quickly about our campaign, Stop Playing. So I'm not sure how much you know about it, but basically everyone in their life has been told to stop playing games at some point, right? My mum personally always told me to stop playing and get in the garden, play some football. I was awful at football, but not too bad at gaming. So I didn't really know what she was trying to achieve there. But with yourself, what was your sort of stop playing experience? Has everyone been supportive of you?
Well, I mean, when I was younger, my parents limited us to an hour of computer time a day, which was the most torturous thing as a kid that loved video games. So as soon as I got a job, moved out, like I bought a PC and literally just gamed like forever on that, like my own schedule, you know. But so my parents were always like really strict with that kind of stuff, and my mom is actually really supportive in terms of like doing whatever you want to do. She like always tries to tell me like, you know, do whatever you want. If you fail, that's fine. Like, you know, just be yourself and follow your dreams. So she was always really supportive in terms of that. But it was really funny about, I think it was about a week before I got the opportunity to start streaming full time. My dad, like I kept streaming completely hidden from him and my mom for like, you know, 6 months, 8 months. They had no idea I was doing it. And I got an opportunity to start doing it full time. And I told, and right before I was about to tell my dad, he was like, Kelsey, you need to stop playing your stupid video games and get on with your life. And I was like, I'm about to tell you something and I think you're gonna change your mind over that one. So yeah, he's now my biggest supporter. He helps me with everything. So that's awesome. I mean, it's like a Cinderella story, you know. It wasn't looking good at the beginning, and now it's amazing.
That's great because it's like when the parents decide to embrace it and support you, there's so much more you can achieve and get there with their support, which is awesome.
Yeah. Hands down. Like, I don't even know what I would do if I didn't have their support, but I'm really lucky.
Amazing. Shout out to KP's parents, by the way. So talk to me about games. What games are you into? I know you're a big League fan. Is League like your main one?
Yeah, League is my main game right now. I've definitely been trying out some Fortnite lately too because it is so addicting and it is so refreshing going from a game of League where you're so incredibly tilted to just going and playing a solos of Fortnite and not having to deal with anyone but yourself. So League and Fortnite are my main two games, and my brother actually really got me into Sea of Thieves recently, so we played a little bit of that too. That's a GOG show and a half, so.
Yeah, it's pretty, Sea of Thieves is pretty fun. Also Fortnite, and we're lucky enough to have Etnix, an amazing Fortnite streamer in the house right now too. So
that's awesome. That's so sick.
But look, give some love in the chat for KP, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Shout out.
Yes,
Speak to you soon. Have a good evening.
Bye. Thank you.
Awesome, guys. Producer Brendan, who has won the streak? Anomaly. Anomaly's coming up, yeah? Okay, sweet. Okay, guys, we're going to be right back. Anomaly's coming up. We're going to speak to him, the man in Malta with the balaclava, and I'm going to announce who won the streak. Let's go. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. So, I've got the winner of the latest giveaway of the streak. The name is Yves Cobalt, YVES COBALT from Twitch. Shout out to you. We'll be in touch to let you know how you're going to get your hands on the streak. We've got one more special giveaway, which I'm going to announce right now. Just put hashtag Gen2 in the comments, and you could win a full setup, all 4 products, given away to one very lucky winner. 4 very lucky winners. Thank you, producer Brendan. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, we're about to jump on a call with Anomaly. What's up, Anomaly? I can hear you. How you doing?
Yeah, very good.
Good.
Very
How's
good.
things
Especially
over
in these
Malta?
hoodies.
Oh, the beast.
Yeah.
Like it. Both are sick jackets. We haven't released the other one that your dad's wearing. But that's
You
a
haven't?
special
Oh,
exclusive.
showing
Special
off
exclusive.
the spoilers.
Spoilers. Awesome, dude. So, bear with me a second. You are obviously known as a man in the mask with a balaclava on. What inspired you to hide your identity throughout your streams?
That's kind of a funny story, because the first time I was ever going to stream, I was just like, I want to have a webcam, because that's what streamers use. And my dad didn't think I should show my face, because that would be a funny thing. And I was like, but I don't have a mask, what should I do? So he took a knife, and he took our bucket that we had, and he just cut out eyes, and he said, wear this. That's
awesome.
the story of the bucket.
And how long have you been wearing that balaclava non-stop?
This one, 3 years, and we're still going strong.
That's awesome, dude. So, talk to me about your experience in gaming. And with your dad here on the stream, has your dad always been supportive of you playing games? Did he ever tell you to stop and get a real job? What was the vibe?
No, he's always been very supportive. I started playing games when I was like 3 years old. I sat in my dad's lap and we played Grand Theft Auto. And since then he's been very supportive. And I was in university and I had like straight A's in school and everything. And since I started my YouTube channel and while I was still in school, it was very like a smooth transition. And I had a winter break from my university, and I made a lot of videos in that time. And after the winter break, I was like, what if I maybe don't go back to school? And my dad was like, yeah, that sounds cool. And I just stopped.
That's
going.
amazing. That's an amazing story. Shout out to your dad for supporting you there. That's great.
Yeah, shout out to my dad.
A very important question here for you both: Fortnite or PUBG?
In my opinion, Fortnite now, but when they release the Savage map, maybe PUBG, because then it will be a lot of more combat.
Okay, nice. And which one do you play more?
Right now, Fortnite.
Awesome, man. And another cheeky question. I saw you looking for your Valentine on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Did you ever find a love?
Yes, I found, I made a video with my girlfriend, who I bought from Amazon, which was very nice.
I love it, dude. And how are you finding Malta compared to Sweden? Are you enjoying it more?
Yeah, it's very good, but it's also very hot. So I have the AC running like 24/7 because it's crazy. I'm from Sweden. I'm used to the really cold, snowy weather. Here, it's like I'm in a microwave 24/7.
Especially with the balaclava.
Yeah, and with the balaclava and hoodie, I'm dying, dude.
Awesome, dude. Well, thanks so much for your time, man. Sorry it's short. Thank you for dialing in. Everyone, give some love for Anomaly in the chat. Head over and speak to him, and we'll see you very soon. Have a good one, man. See you later. Okay, guys. We're gonna head now. I'm gonna take this headphone off. Dabbing on them. All right, guys. So we're heading now to a quick VT from Ryan from Northern Ireland, who dialed in, gave us his stop playing story, where he told his mum and his dad that he was going to give up his university and just start playing games. Check out what happened.
So, Mum, I've got some news to tell you, like, sort of.
What news?
Well, I've said I'm gonna drop my education. You know, I'm gonna play video games for a living. I'm gonna be esports professional. So I'm gonna be a professional player.
Are you serious, Robert?
Yeah,
You're going to be a what?
a professional player. I'm gonna play League of Legends professionally.
Legal, what's that? Playing video game?
Well, there's people who like play it professionally.
Robert, you can't kick a ball, stop.
No, I'm not playing football. I'm not playing.
You playing a video game, you nuts?
Are you nuts? You've been sitting up there for years, you haven't made a penny.
No, but like, I get.
Open the window in that room, I
think it's Ed's Gollum.
Yeah, well, work?
No, Robert, live in the real world, son. This is Belfast.
Do you pay for it?
Yeah, you can pay that money for it actually.
That's the money. Games.
I brought you in, right? He well committed to his something at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, the money he's earned McDonald's wouldn't take on that.
No. Robert, you're supposed to be going to university stuff. Not going to play games up the stairs.
No, but I'd be going away. I'd be giving the team house and stuff.
Let him go.
A team house.
You give it a house to people, see they in like different countries, see they normally, and like.
You're leaving to go university. You want to go to university, but you want to be a video player.
No, I got a contract, right, and
Yeah.
I want to leave university to go do this. It's
friggin' serious?
It's the dream, like.
Here, you live in Belfast, get join the real world, not the video game world.
Welcome back, guys. We are here on the sofa with my boy Etnix, Fortnite Pro for Fnatic. He's here, first time, flown all the way over to London just for tonight. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. So happy to be here. It's a dream come true to be here.
Awesome, dude.
You know,
I mean, you're here on a good night, mad party.
Yeah.
It's all kicking off. So I've got a few questions I wanted to ask you, dude. You've just joined Fnatic.
Yep.
How are you finding the experience so far?
I feel it's been amazing. Like, I've always wanted to join a pro organization. I've watched Fnatic since I was younger. I watched the whole Counter-Strike seasons throughout, and I was like, shit, you know, Fnatic Sweden, I want to represent something Swedish. And then when Fnatic said, we're going to sign you, I was like, it's the best feeling ever, and they've been great so far. It's growing my stream, like everything is just going up and up.
Okay,
so
amazing.
I'm super happy about it.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but you are the #1 ranked Fortnite player on duos in the world.
That's correct.
Above Ninja, above anyone from any other esports
on
org.
PC, I have the most wins in the world on duos.
And that shows to me that you're very good at carrying people, right?
That's correct. That's correct. You don't know what I do in shots fired, but yeah, I do.
Okay, nice.
I do some carrying.
Not selfish.
Not at all.
And where do you rank in the world? What's your position?
Right now, I'm 3rd in the world overall on just wins. I have 2,400 and like 53 wins, something like that. And then I got my boy Ninja above me, and then Svenos at #1 right now.
Jesus.
But, you know, we're just chilling, you know, just having a fun time.
And you guys play on different servers, yourself and Ninja. When you're going to get the chance to go up against them, go head to head.
I mean,
well, hopefully we'll put you in that arena one day.
As soon as either Ninja comes to EU or like they fly me over just a 1v1 in NA, I'm up for it, man.
Awesome, man. So give me a bit of background about yourself. When you were growing up and learning about gaming and eventually deciding to go pro, was everyone supportive or was there any barriers?
Into gaming, I became when I was like 12 into PC gaming. And at that point, I tried Diablo for the first time. And one of my friends, like, he said, if you can get to this level over the weekend, I will give you like 1 bus. Like when I was 12, I was like, yo, that's a little bit of candy. And then I totally destroyed him. I made the level, and like the competitive right there, just beating someone, that's when it all started. And then my brother used to play like semi-pro Call of Duty, so like I always had him to look up to. And then as the time went, I had a couple of rank 1 titles in games, but I never pushed it. But then when Fortnite came, and the leaderboards came out, and I said, oh, I'm like top in the world. It's like, you know, I'm gonna get that rank 1, and I got the rank 1, and then DreamHack came, and the tournament came, and I won that. I was like, maybe this is something like I competed against other like pro players, and I won. So at that point I was like, I'm pushing this.
Yeah.
And my parents, even like ever since I was like 13, they've been super supportive. As long as I did my homework, they were like, you can play as much as you want. Like,
amazing.
We're supporting you. So my family supports me 100%.
Dude, that's
super
so
happy.
good.
Yeah.
And what do you think, in terms of Fortnite-specific questions, what do you think of the new update? What do you think of Season 4?
I think the new update is amazing. It's so good. The gravity stones makes the game so much fun. And the new place, Dusty Vivat, or whatever I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's right in my route where I always run. So like it's for me, it's super fun. And the new skins, the armor pieces, everything is just so good. I think it's an amazing update.
So when you're playing, do you have like a certain route that you run every time?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Not every time, but like I have like a start and then like where I go a little bit, then it spreads out. But I think my first 3,000 games ever, I always landed in Fatal Fields on top of the White House.
Oh,
every game. Every game.
And that's what you'd recommend doing?
Yeah, you should. Like, Fatal Fields is amazing.
Dude, I'm going to see you there one day. I'll see you there. So what's next for you in Fnatic? Are we going to see you on the pro scene soon? What's the development there, like, in terms of pro gaming?
Right now, Epic is very low-key about the whole pro scene. We're all just waiting for custom games to be dropped. But, like, I'm up for anything. As soon as there's any tournament announced, like, I'm there. I want to go. Like, I want to compete. That's what I want to do.
Okay, nice.
So I'm just super hyped.
What are you going to be doing in London whilst you're here?
What?
What are you going to be doing in London whilst you're here?
Grind some wins and probably just look at London, you know?
Playing, right?
Yeah, playing a lot, just looking around when I got some free time.
Okay,
That's
awesome. So we're going to head over to your stream very soon.
Ooh,
I'm just going to announce quickly the 4 winners of the big giveaway, 4 products for 4 people right now. We've got, on YouTube, we've got Don Mayo. He's won the Flick 2. Amazing job, dude. On Twitch, we got Rem220, who's won the Clutch 2.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong camera, dude. Jeez. We've got Rem, who's won the Clutch 2. On Facebook, we've got Peter Ernzer, who's won the Mini Streak. And on Twitch, we've got ChemoStar22 who's won the streak. Shout out to you guys. We'll be in touch very shortly to let you know that you've won. Anyway, let's go and check your stream out, dude. We're going to go and head into the gaming room. Wait for cameraman James and his amazing trail of wires.
Are we going there right now? Like
we're just going to head straight in, dude. Come with me, James.
Do it. Excuse me.
We'll try and get you guys through the crowd right now. Ciao, camera coming through, dude. Let me know if I'm bumping into anyone. We're coming through. It's a bit of a quiet zone.
Oh, yeah.
Henry from Finance. How you doing, brother? Sorry, guys. Coming through. And we're heading in to the RGB room where Etnix has been streaming. Got a few people here. Etnix's brother. What's up? And Agent. We've got a little tiki bar going on in the background. I'm not sure how the lighting is. And here we go. We've got Etnix. Are you duoing up with your brother right now? Is this what's
no,
happening?
but later we will be duoing up.
He said, hell no. Hell no. Who's good? Who wants to play? Who's queuing up with you?
No
one. Let's just get in solos then,
yeah,
dude.
just jump the solos for now. Probably gonna play some duos later with my brother. Hell yeah, dude. Wait, there's so many monsters.
Okay, so you're queuing up. I'm gonna sit down here. Is it still cool, cameraman James, if I sit here?
This is gonna feel so awkward now if I die instantly.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna wait at least for a minute to see if you die straight away. Let's see what's going on.
I am playing a new screen, new keyboard, new mouse pad, just so everybody knows.
Okay. New keyboard, mouse pad here.
And screen.
I'm not sure whether you know yet, but we released them today.
Oh yeah, the new merch, super hot. Super hot, the new game.
Nice.
Now people want to snipe me just to make me look bad.
Oh, okay, the chat's going mad. Oh, we're on your stream right now. What up, Benton63?
People see it?
How's it going, dude? Oh, hell yeah.
Having them haters. Alright, so we're gonna drop Fatal.
Let's go, Fatal Fields, White House. I want to see this in action.
Can't wait to see you there.
Show them what you're made of, dude. No pressure. Spam Etnix in the chat. Everyone head over and check out his Twitch stream too. Coming in hot, you got the new skin as well, is it? Nice. Tier 100 already?
Yeah, I bought it, man.
Oh, in-game purchases. I know how it is. Fnatic. Okay.
Oh, we got one.
We got an enemy here.
Dude,
coming in hot.
I didn't have this much pressure during the DreamHack tournament. Like, I feel way more pressure right now.
If you want to see his stream, guys, head over twitch.tv/FNC Etnix,
no,
right?
Fnatic Etnix.
Fnatic Etnix. Get in the box, get in that. He's got that blue AR right now. Scoped AR. Pretty shocking fire rate on those things. He's got some sticky bombs. Trying to get through the window. Yourself some mini shields. This White House, this is your home territory right now, man. Dude, these mechanics are insane. We got some cocktails being made by my boy over there. I'm gonna grab one of those after this, trust me, it's needed. Oh, nearly drop shot. We got the tires here. There's a little camping boy. Yes, build up there. Getting that high ground. Oh, there he is. See him off. Okay, there he is. Get him. One shot. There it is. Boom! And it's 1 kill so far. GG. You just got done by Fnatic Etnix. Do you find that people are trying to target you more in game now?
I mean,
no.
Sniping in this game is incredible.
If I was watching like the kill feed and I saw that you had killed somebody, I'd be like, I'm hunting that man down right now. Now I know. Now I know Fatal Fields coming in hot every time to try and find you. Get good fights, you can... Oh, here we go. Dude, the loadout's pretty good already. You got that blue pumpy right there.
I mean, double shot is all you need.
Double shot? Does it still work? Is it not nerfed?
Yeah, like, it's not as it was before, but like, instead of opening the pumpy, they exchange it for tactical.
Okay. Sink the fatty. Hell yeah. And you got the grenade launcher. Are you going for it or not? No. Oh, keeping this. Okay, no grenade launcher. No grenade launcher. OP. OP like our software. Woo. Swapping out that sticky bombs. Have you got any kills with the sticky bombs yet or no?
Yeah. It's hilarious when you manage to stick someone in the head.
Okay, nice, nice.
Alright, so keep on here, get 500 materials, and then keep moving.
Just getting those materials, getting that high ground on the build. Somebody's built over there.
You know what the new map? Before I always used to farm so the tree over here.
Okay.
It's changed now, so you can't farm this tree anymore.
So before you get stuck into the hard stuff, I'm gonna head outside and sign off to the stream. We're gonna send everyone over to you and host your channel and get them to check you out. All right, let's just head over here. We're just gonna quickly check. We got Fred from Partnerships giving the spiel. I like it, and Craig actually. We're just gonna quickly see how the party's getting on. It's all kicking off. We've got some 1v1 setups in here. All kinds of stuff going on. DJ over there. It's all going off. But anyway, thanks so much for staying. What's this? I've got some notes here. All right, head over to fnatic.com/gear. Check out the products. Thanks to our partners. There's a list of them. AMD Ballistics, Monster, Deezer, MSI, and ViewSonic for the monitors and the projectors that you can see all over. This is Fnatic. Never stop playing unless you'll stop playing to take gaming seriously. Check out the manifesto. Head over to fnatic.com/gear for our products, and we're going to host that next very shortly. Stay tuned.
Here's to the noobs, the wannabe pros, the ones just signing in. To the no-aim sprayers, the always AFKers, the unranked. To those who blame bots, bugs and lag for bad KDAs. The game has evolved, and it's time you do the same. This is no longer recreation, we are no longer in beta. And if you think that fancy lights and 9-button mice are gonna take you pro, stop playing. It's not about the fancy skins or the paid perks. We're not here to rate your setup. Stop playing, it's about the grind, not the gadgets. If you want to climb the ranks, if you want to see your name in lights, stop playing, we're taking over the world. And if you want in, stop playing. Fnatic, GG.
Let's bring the house down. Let's bring the house down.